Oh my gosh, I'm so matchy-matchy today, but I actually love it. First of all, I love a winter white. I think it's so classy and I'm so cozy and comfortable, but I still feel very classy in my boucle chair, just blending right in. You know what I mean? Today is a very special day because we are nearing the end of 2021. And I know we talk about a lot of trends on this channel, trends that I love, trends that I don't love. I always talk to you guys about things I didn't buy, I wish I bought, things I'm glad I didn't buy. Well, today is one of those days, but we're really gonna take a deep dive and I'm gonna talk to you guys about the really hot trends that happened over the course of 2021 that I refused to buy. Refused, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let's jump right in. So before we get into today's video, I'd really like to thank Lilly Silk for partnering with me today. So I've worked with Lilly Silk many times before, and this is a brand I love partnering with because not only do I love the style of their clothing and of course the quality, but I love what the actual brand stands for. For one, they are an environmentally conscious brand, which is something I've talked about so many times on this channel. You guys know that's something that is important to me. So all the remains of their fabrics, they repurpose for accessories, so everything is repurposed and used. Their silk is sourced from mulberry trees, which requires less water than cotton to grow. So this is not only sustainable, this is 100% natural and premium materials. I really wanted to choose items that I could wear on an everyday basis yet still feel good, feminine, and stylish. Right now I'm wearing this gorgeous winter white, cream colored 100% cashmere turtleneck sweater. This is so me, so up my alley. First of all, it's very classy and sophisticated. It's also really cozy and comfortable and buttery soft, and very much goes with my personal style and my existing wardrobe. And then of course I had to choose something that was kind of very classic to Lilly Silk, which is their gorgeous silk blouses. Now, I love this particular blouse, first of all, because of the shade. I love that it's a neutral, kind of like a peachy nude. It's something that you could wear with black, but then you can also wear with neutral colors like tans and browns. I love the pearl details. It's very feminine and also, again, very much my style. It's just so versatile and it's something that you can make really casual and also make really elegant and fancy. And of course, it's really important and noteworthy to mention their pillowcase because Lilly Silk is really huge in bedding. They do unbelievable pillowcases, sheets, and all kinds of bedding, eye masks. There's nothing more important than protecting both your skin and your hair, especially during sleep. When we're sleeping is oftentimes when we create the most damage on our skin and our hair, and I love having silk pillowcases that I know are protecting me during my sleep. They're extremely luxurious and comfortable and silky soft. It's just such an amazing sleeping experience. And lastly for today, I want to show you this amazing, beautiful knit set. Again, cream color because I'm such a sucker for that winter white vibe. I think it's so classy, and even when I'm lounging and just want to feel good and comfortable, whether I'm at home or going out to run errands, I want to look and feel good and still be comfortable. So I just absolutely love this for that. It really is so cozy, so chic, and so stylish. There is not a sweatsuit on the planet that compares to the sophistication of this loungewear set. Now, if you love any of the pieces that I've shown you here today as much as I do, make sure you check out all the links in my description box. I'll leave everything linked down below. All right, jumping right into the items that I refused to buy this year and I will not buy going forward. And these are items we have not discussed before. I know we've talked about so many different hot items, hot trending pieces in fashion that, you know, I liked or didn't like for whatever reason, but these items I really do like, but I refuse to buy. The first is gonna go to Mac & Mac, the black satin crystal Mac & Mac bow shoes. The reason I refuse to buy these is because I bought 2 pairs of Mac & Mac shoes this year, and both turned out to be somewhat defective. I hate to say it because I think Mac & Mac shoes are absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Will I never buy Mac & Mac shoes again? I'm not saying that, but they do need to improve on some quality control with their shoes because the pink satin shoes that I have, whenever I wear them, the crystals, when I do them up around the ankle, and I've never even worn them for long periods of time. In fact, I've really only worn them on camera. I have not even had a chance to wear them out and about for like an entire night out. I've worn them really mainly on camera only for like half an hour at a time. every time I wear them and then I take them off, the crystals on the straps around the ankles are always kind of like shifting, almost like they've been glued on, like a kid's craft project, honestly. They're like shifting and the crystals feel tacky, like a little sticky. So I don't know, it's a bit of a red flag for me. That's a main reason I will not buy the black Mac & Mac satin crystal bow shoes. I don't know the exact style name of them. It's sad because I love them. I love them in black. I think, you know, it's just like they're black, so they go with everything, but they're a little different than your average black pump, right? So they're special. They really are so, so beautiful. I do love Mac & Mac, so I don't want to knock the brand, but I will say, like, maybe because they are so beautiful, that's the only way they can be made, and they're delicate, so they're fragile. I don't know, but it just sucks because the crystals don't really stay on that well. And that's why I refuse to buy this black pair this year, and I don't know, we'll have to see if they improve for 2022, but definitely not happening anytime soon. The next item I want to discuss with you is a hot trend item that I'm sure you've seen on your Instagram feeds a lot this year, and that is the Prada puffer coat. It's almost like a blazer puffer with a belt. And so it doesn't have like the puffy seams, but it's almost like a duvet puffer blazer belted coat. I don't know, so weird. But here's the thing, it's weird, but it's very cool and very chic, and I really liked this coat. I gotta tell you, I'm very glad I didn't buy it. First of all, I don't know how expensive it was, so I'm glad that I didn't fork over a ton of cash for it. If it was a ton of cash, I mean, it's Prada, so it probably was a pretty penny. And this is why when I buy things in fashion, I really take my time and think about what I'm buying. Do I want it? Do I need it? How long am I gonna wear it? Let me think about it. And I make like an educated decision. And I'm so glad I waited on this one because when I first saw it, I was really into it. But then I started seeing it so frequently, like in my Instagram feed, and I'm sure you've seen it too if you love fashion and you follow a lot of fashion accounts. Like, this just went so viral. I mean, I saw it on so many different fashion pages, on so many reels, so many photos, so many TikToks, and I got over it. And it's not that the jacket is not cool and stylish, it definitely is. It's just that it's overdone. And whenever an item is overdone and overexposed, it gets boring. And that's what happened with this jacket. That's what's happened with a lot of Prada items for me, because the multi-pochette Prada bag that went viral as well, the monolith boots that went viral as well, like all of these items are so cool. And Prada is doing an amazing job, an absolutely incredible job. Like, Prada is absolutely killing it. The fashion is just incredible, super cool. Like, just the aesthetic is cool. It's edgy. It's, you know, high fashion. But because it's so great and so cool, it's very coveted and sought after by so many people. And so many people are buying these things. So ultimately, we're seeing it more, it's photographed more, it's in more videos. So for that reason, I'm so glad I did not buy this jacket. I refused to buy it. It's so cool, but I don't know, I'm over it. Number 3 is gonna go to an item, well, actually, I covered this collection a few months back, the Gucci Balenciaga, I think over the summertime. I covered this with you guys. I showed you the runway show. I showed you my favorite pieces, some pieces I didn't love. There were a lot of pieces on that runway that I loved. This was the Gucci Balenciaga hack job. They don't want to call it a collab. It's called a hack job, but it's really a collab. And here's the thing. There were a lot of things on that runway I loved, but one thing in particular I loved the most, because I just thought, well, first of all, me living in Toronto, it's just functional and it's cool and fashionable. And that was the puffer jacket. Like, I just think this jacket is so sick. I love the shape of it. I love the style of it. I love the details of it. And the logo did not bother me that much because it's an iconic collection. Like, usually I will not be buying something, especially not a winter coat, a puffer, a bomber with a logo all over it, just plastered. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I do not want to go to school pickup with like a walking billboard logo across me. No. However, I was willing to make an exception with this because it's such an iconic collection. But something I've told you guys a few times on this channel is that when something is so hot and in the now, that also means it dates very quickly. So this Gucci Balenciaga collab, while it is very much iconic, it's very much in the now. And I think in a season from now, 2 seasons from now, it's gonna look super, super dated. It's gonna be very obvious what season it's from, what collection it's from. And it's not that I care about being out of season, because you guys know I wear my stuff over and over again. I don't really care, but I don't like when things are too recognizable to a particular season. That's what I don't like. And I'm sure in 20 years from now, it'll be such a cool vintage iconic piece from the past, but I don't want to spend that kind of money for it to be cool right now and then cool again in 20 years. No, thank you. I refuse to spend that kind of money on it. I love it, but it's a no. Number 4 is going to go to, in general, an Hermes bag. I refuse. Let me tell you something. I refuse. I'm going to tell you why. Well, it's not black and white. Here's the thing. I got a little tired of the Hermes game. I've been tired of it. You haven't seen any new Hermes bags on this channel for well over a year. I love Hermes. I love the bags that I have. I'm sure there'll be a time where I want another bag and I'll buy another bag. But I don't know. I don't feel that way right now. I don't know when I'll feel that way. I don't think anytime soon. The reason is, like, I played the game, man. I played the Hermes game. I bought a lot of things. I bought things that I liked, but didn't necessarily need. I mean, when it comes to fashion, it's not like we need any of this stuff. A lot of it is nonsense. But with Hermes, you know, you kind of do have to build your profile at the boutique for them to offer you a bag. I did that for a few years. I got a little tired of it. I really did. So, you know, I would love to get a new Kelly bag, but I'm not feeling like I want to play the game. If there are things at Hermes that I absolutely love, then I'll buy them, and that'll be great. That'll just be like on my profile towards, you know, a new bag. However, I also don't want to spend 12 or 13K on a bag. Like, it's just crazy. So I have to just say, overall, like Birkin, Kelly, any Hermes really, I am not buying. Like, I refuse to buy. I'm not doing it this year. I don't think I'm doing it next year. Number 5 is going to go to the sensation that has swept the fashion scene, the Moogler jeans. Now, I don't know if everyone is familiar with these, but if you are like a fashion person, a fashion lover, someone who closely watches fashion, is up to date with what's going on, is up to date with what's on the runway, you've seen these Moogler jeans. And listen, I have mixed emotions about these jeans. I think they're really cool. And my first thought about these were like, I feel like these are so cool. I feel like I need these because, you know, I love jeans. Jeans are like my favorite fashion item, by the way. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this in the how many years I've been doing YouTube. Not that many years, but enough years. I don't think I've ever told you that. I love jeans so much. And I thought, this is like a cool take on jeans. It's like jeans, but so different, so edgy, so fashion. But then I was like, no. And again, these also became very popular. I mean, they're not that popular. I don't see them on every scroll I do on Instagram. However, they are popular, but I also find them slightly strange. They have like this built-in G-string going around the butt, like cool, but like a little too much for me. Like, could you imagine me going to pick up my kids at school? You know, walking by all the little kids in this like quasi G-string pair of jeans? Like, I don't think so. You know what I mean? So I refuse. I will not. Next, number 6, I gotta give it to something that's just like very TikTok style, but also just like something that everyone's seen in fashion at one point or another. And it's the leather trench coat. Now listen, like when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure both my parents had long leather trench coats, like long leather jackets. It's just so big on TikTok right now. Let me tell you something. I cannot really stand TikTok style. And when I say TikTok style, it's really hard to put it in one category. I don't want to say Gen Z TikTok style because there are so many Gen Z TikTokers out there with amazing style, amazing. But there's just like a general, very popular Gen Z TikTok aesthetic that is so horrific. oh my God, it's just too much. It's just the crazy platform wedge shoes, fuzzy bucket hats, leather trench coats, ridiculous pants and vests and patterns and colors all together in one. And it's not that each of these particular items are bad. Each particular item are cool on their own if styled correctly. But all put together, I just can't. I cannot. And I've been really turned off of this leather trench coat because this really is like an iconic 70s style, or 80s, 90s as well. Because like I said, I feel like I did see my parents rocking this when I was a kid. So yeah, like I feel like this has transcended 70s to 90s, right? And it's just like come back with a vengeance, especially on TikTok style. I like it, but it's been ruined for me. It's been tainted. So I can't do it. Do you guys know what I mean when I'm talking about this aesthetic? I just can't. Oh, number 7, speaking of the fuzzy bucket hat that I just mentioned, that's another one. Okay, here's the thing. The fuzzy bucket hat, definitely not for everyone. In fact, the bucket hat in general is not for everyone. But I've told you guys, I actually love the bucket hat. I'm a 90s kid. I love the bucket hat. The fuzzy bucket hat, it reminds me of very 2000s, very Clueless. It just gives me very warm and fuzzy 2000s vibe. Even though Clueless was from the 90s, late 90s, I think, still, it gives me like late 90s, early 2000s vibes. But I just can't. For the exact same reasons I mentioned in the leather trench, I cannot do it. I cannot do it with the fuzzy bucket hat. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I just needed to get that off my chest. All right, kiddos, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I loved making it for you. I really hope you guys have a beautiful holiday season, a beautiful New Year's, and I cannot wait to see you very soon in my next video. So until next time, bye for now.